Okay, so what is a keyword? What are keyword phrases? Well, those are things that people from all over the world, they come to Google's little search bar, and whatever they type in the search bar, whether it be one or two words or maybe an entire sentence, those are keywords and keyword phrases. And so, for instance, I'm going to take an example from, well, it's really not an example. I'm using a case study that I'm currently working on with a client of mine who owns a little boutique in Northwest Arkansas. And I'm going to show you step by step from here in the keyword research area all the way to how to apply the content to the website. I'm going to give you the live footage of exactly what I do to get them to the top of Google. And it's exciting. We just launched the website March 9th. This is the end of April. So we're less than 60 days and we're making great headway when it comes to the SEO. So I'm going to use an example of some products that she recently sent me that I'm going to upload on the website for her. And it actually has to do with, it's called, and this is good because I think it's going to allow you to see that it is, that keyword research, not only is it the most critical part of search engine optimization, but it's also, it involves anything and everything you could think about. And I mean, there's almost 5 billion people on Google. Most of them are, well, they're on there every week. And the things that they search are incredible. So this is a very unique product that I'm still learning about, you know, even because when it comes to a boutique, they have, especially when it comes to ladies fashion and things, I've still got a lot to learn. But when she sends me images, product images, I have her give me a description, and those are the keywords and things that I start researching. For instance, and we'll go back to the types of keywords, the head term, the long tail, and the transactional. So a head term keyword is a keyword that's one or two words long. And so in this example with her product, it's actually blowfish sandals. You can see where I've already typed it up there. Blowfish sandals. That is a head term keyword. Just two words, and that a customer will go to Google and search. Now, when it comes to a long tail keyword, it might look something like this. Blowfish Malibu wedge sandals. Now that's a long tail keyword. And then you have what's known as a transactional keyword. And there's several different types of names of keywords and keyword phrases, but head term, long tail, transactional, that's really three of the main that you need to be concerned with. But blowfish Malibu wedge sandals. And so in a transactional form of a keyword phrase, it might look like blowfish Malibu wedge sandals for sale. And I'm using the location of my client, for sale, Northwest Arkansas. So as far as transactional, and I'll get to that here in just a second, as far as a consumer intent, we'll do it like this. A transactional as buy blowfish Malibu wedge sandals. Now that's a transactional, and of course transactional meaning they're wanting to buy them, or where can I buy them? And like I said, consumer intent plays a part in this when you start understanding what people are typing in here allows Google and us and you, the business owner, it allows you to start understanding what the consumer is thinking, but also not just what they're thinking, but their intent on the specific search. So here's what I mean, and I'm going to use Google as the example of how this plays out. So let's go back to the head term keyword phrase. So the head term would be blowfish sandals. Hit enter, and I want to make sure hide my private results. So this is the real deal. So blowfish sandals. So here's what we see up here. There's 2.69 million different results that Google can provide for you when it comes to blowfish sandals. But here's what's interesting, and this is what is so powerful when you can understand it. When you can understand the consumer intent of a keyword phrase that they're searching. And what I mean in this case exactly is this. So someone goes to Google and searches blowfish sandals. Here's what Google offers up. This sandal, and what you're seeing here, it's all different types of sandals, okay? All different types. As I explore, here's the wedge sandal. Here's a wedge type sandal. And this is things that I'm learning. But you see that there are different types of sandals. So the question is, why would Google offer up these different types of blowfish Malibu sandals? Well, the reason that they would offer up all the different types is because of what they typed in to the Google search bar. They're not specific. Their only specific part of this phrase is that it's blowfish Malibu. But they're not specific on the exact sandal in the blowfish line. So then as we get into the long tail keyword phrases, and let's do that now. Blowfish Malibu wedge sandals. Now, when I hit this, I want you to notice what changes here as far as what Google offers up. They're all the wedge sandals of blowfish Malibu. So now, and this is what Google loves, and as a business owner, it's what we need to understand when it comes to search engine optimization. Specificity is key. Specificity is key, because the more specific a customer is about what they type in up here, the more specific they are, the better Google knows their intent. So the difference is this, and this is my opinion that I have seen work wonderfully when it comes to SEO. Some people will just kind of key off the words of, when it comes to SEO, of the head term words, just blowfish sandals. But the more specific you get in the keyword phrase, as far as whether it's a product or service or whatever, the more specific the consumer is, the higher the probability that they're ready to make a purchase. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If not, I'll give you the example. So let's go back to blowfish sandals. Okay? Now, when you come, as we said a minute ago, it's a very broad search. We don't know exactly what they're looking for, which can tell us at the same time, maybe they don't know exactly what they're looking for. Maybe a friend came up and said, oh, you have got to check out the blowfish sandals. They're awesome. They come in wedge. They come in this. They come in this. They're so comfortable. And so a friend goes, okay, yeah, I don't know much about them. And so they go to Google and search blowfish sandals. Now, sure, they might go ahead and buy a pair right now. But the consumer that types in something such as this, I would say for the most part, tells me that they're not really ready to buy. They're in more of a investigative mode, research mode, when they type in a head term like that. Whereas when they go to Google and they search blowfish Malibu wedge sandals, okay, this is someone who kind of knows what they want. Now, maybe it's a friend who also said, hey, you have to go check out the blowfish Malibu, the wedge sandals. Forget about the other sandals, just the wedge sandals. So maybe they're still going to come in and buy. Great. I mean, that's fantastic. But more than anything, as we see the difference between this search and the previous head term search of just blowfish sandals, this is someone who is more specific. The specificity is getting really narrowed here, which will tell Google, hey, okay, these are people who know, they know exactly what they're looking for. Whether they buy or not, who knows? But at least we're going to offer them what they're searching for, which is Blowfish Malibu Wedge Sandals. I hope that makes sense. Now, let's go to the transactional. So someone may, and let's just put the word buy up here. Buy Blowfish Malibu Wedge Sandals. Let's see what Google offers up. Kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing. They offer up all of the wedge sandals down here in search. But now here's what's different, okay? So let's go back just real quickly to Blowfish Malibu Wedge Sandals. Okay, look down here, and they even included in this, actually, and I'll do this, and I apologize, I don't mean to, but it's something you need to see. Blowfish Sandals. When you go to just Blowfish Sandals, okay, look here, and this is what they give you. And they give you some ads. They give you, the manufacturer websites. And this is how important, you guys, that SEO is when it comes to products and services and making sure that you're on Google My Business and all of that. And that's things that we'll get into. But as you look at this, now they're giving you, hey, if you're looking for Blowfish Sandals locally, possibly, here's what we know of at this point. Here's what we know of. And they give them the option of local. And then when you go into the Blowfish Malibu Wedge Sandals, now they're all wedge up here. Once again, here's the local stuff. Now let's go to buy. Okay, look what just happened. When it goes to buy Blowfish, okay, so it tells Google, okay, these people, they're hot and heavy. They're wanting it now. Now here's the ads. These are all sponsored ads by whoever is putting up the ads. Here's blowfishshoes.com, Amazon, but just right up, even above the fold on this page, Google offers up, here's your locals. Here's your locals. And so then when it comes to transactional, this is what Google knows as well. When it comes to transactional keyword phrases, it might be something like this. Blowfish Malibu Wedge Sandals near me. See, just that near me, and look what Google does. At the top of the page. At the top of the page, there, hey, here you go. Because that is a transactional term, in my opinion. And I believe Google sees it the same way. Hey, these people are ready to buy. They want it today, and they want to know what locations near them have them available. And then, as you'll see, another one that would be popular in the Northwest Arkansas area, it's something that you wouldn't know, really, if you didn't live in the Northwest Arkansas area, which is the kind of these 4 counties in the Northwest Arkansas area. But so often when we in Northwest Arkansas go to research something, this is how we're kind of a metro area, really, even though it's not necessarily defined as that yet. So a lot of the terms, whether it's Blowfish Malibu or new Chevy trucks or whatever, it'll be, new Chevy trucks, Northwest Arkansas. So the same thing when we click here, Blowfish Malibu Wedge Sandals for sale, Northwest Arkansas. That's also another transactional keyword phrase. They put the ads here, they put this here, and I'm going to show you in the near future how this is going to be replaced by my client. My client, who has this little boutique, doesn't have near the inventory, but you see what they offer up. Now, this used to look like this in the Northwest Arkansas area when it came to things like can skinny jeans. Can skinny jeans, Northwest Arkansas. Now, instead of that being, Can USA or whatever they're called, it's my client. We're at the top of the page locally. Can skinny jeans in Northwest Arkansas. It's the Crescent Boutique. Matter of fact, we have the top 2 links here. I'll get into some of this when it comes to the importance of categories, when it comes to SEO. And then not only do we have this, the bonus video in this book has to do with YouTube and how it can, greatly affect your SEO. So not only do we have the top 2 links, but we also have a video right there to go with it. You talk about powerful, folks. And then way down here is the actual manufacturer. And we're above the buckle. I mean, Amazon's down here. And they have a ton more inventory than my client in our little boutique. But we give Google what they want, when they want it, how they want it, and in order to provide them the best customer service possible so that they can provide it to their clients. And then another popular search might be cute tees. And you'll see right there, Fayetteville AR is what a lot of folks will type into. That's my search, but I just know that it's like that. But cute tees, Northwest Arkansas. And then here, these folks have been around forever, and they do have some really cute tees and everything. But here you'll see we've got 2 links compared to their 1 link compared to their 1 link. And I'll show you, like I said, in the future how all of that plays in. But so what you've seen here is, what are keywords? What are keyword phrases? What does it look like when it comes to head term and long tail and transactional? But real quick, so when it comes to, we'll go back to we'll go to the current topic at hand here. So what you're about to see here, this is a list of the common keyword phrases in the Northwest Arkansas area of folks when they're searching for Blowfish Malibu sandals. In blue, and when I'm doing my research, I always color code. It makes it easier for me to see and understand. But some of the keywords that my client gave me when she sent me the product information was Blowfish Malibu sandals, cheetah wedge, hook and loop fastener, Velcro strap, Lau wedge, LAU, buckle strap, the Boss sandal, that's a name. So those are some of the keywords that she gave me, which you'll see that I kind of typed in. Something that I did also, and I'll go into this later as well, but you'll see I go into a size. Now, as you look at this, like Blowfish wedge sandals, size 7. That's specificity, folks. It's things like this is where it's really great to key your products and pages and services and stuff for. Specificity when it comes to products is when you get into size and color. I mean, that's huge. And hardly anyone, you can see here, the competition index value, there is none, virtually. So in this report, here's what you're seeing. You're seeing the minimum search volume in the area I have picked out in Northwest Arkansas, the max search volume, the competition, high, unknown, and then the index value. So if it's high, it's going to be 100. Sometimes, like down here, you might find a 93. But that tells you, hey, these are highly competitive. To rank for it doesn't mean you can't rank for it, but it's just highly competitive. And just like I was showing you, anything Blowfish Malibu sandals, Northwest Arkansas, 10 people a month search that specific phrase. Hardly any competition. We're going to soak that up and we're going to start getting that business for my client. And that's just for that phrase. Some of them may be Blowfish Malibu wedge sandals, Northwest Arkansas. We're going to be there. So there may be 100 searches a month for Blowfish Malibu sandals in Northwest Arkansas or pertaining to that, and we're going to be at the top on all of them. That's the local search and where you want to be. And honestly, when you get into real estate and stuff, it's a little different as far as the competitiveness, but for the most part, for most businesses in any certain area, if you implement the SEO properly, it's not going to take you long to get at the top of search in your local area. And we'll go more into, in the next video, of these lists, how you get as many free lists as you want, the best keywords for the best traffic to your website, the highly competitive versus the easy ranking. I want to break that down a little bit better for you. But right now you have seen not only the different types of keywords and keyword phrases, head term, long tail, transactional, and we'll get into LSI, the latent semantic indexing, a little bit later as well. But you should have a better understanding of that. And now when you go into the next video, like I said, you're going to learn a lot more about how you get these lists that you're looking at right here, the best keywords to get the best traffic to your site, and the competitive versus easy rankings. Hope this has been very informational for you. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.